You have income streams, multiple ones, right? So you've been doing this long enough. You've been online for a while. So you're not asking like what's a digital product. You already know. You already have some version of some type of system set up, correct? Right. But here's what I want to ask you for real. Like, does it feel soft? Does it feel calm? Does it feel like it's working? Like it's an ecosystem working together. Yeah, you can answer in the comments. You know how we do over here. I want you to answer in the comments so we can chat. But I want you to stay tuned to this video because I got a lot to cover today. A lot of women in our space have five, six, seven things running, and instead of it feeling like a machine, it feels like chaos with a Canva logo on top. Okay, every income stream is its own separate world. You may be promoting each one like it has nothing to do with the other one. Like you log into your dashboard and you see a little from here, a little from there, and you can't quite explain why with everything you built. I know it feels scattered. That scattered feeling, it's not a hustle problem, it's not a content problem, it's not a strategy problem, it's an architectural problem or ecosystem, what I say. And it's actually good news because we can fix the ecosystem. Okay, that could be fixed. Today, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why that scattered feeling exists even when you do have real income coming in. And I'm going to show you how to stack it, okay? Stack what you already have so that it actually works like a system, not a side hustle, but a real system. So I want you to stay with me on this one, okay? Don't log out because in the middle of this, I'm actually going to give you I'm going to get it real specific with you as well, just so that it connects in your mind, all right? Now I do want to make sure that we have clarity before we move forward in this particular video, because this is not how to start making money online type of video. I am going to talk about or talk to the woman, who's already in it. So you got a digital product shop, maybe it's the affiliate income, maybe you're in KDP, building a publishing platform or a catalog, you got an email list, you might even have a YouTube channel too, okay? So you're not a beginner, okay? But something isn't clicking the way it should. It's like it's not clicking, Linda. It's just not clicking. And I personally think what happens is that most of us build income streams the same way. Like we saw something that made sense, we added it. We learned about something else, we added it too. We said yes to things that align with our brand, and over time, we ended up with a collection of income generating activities that we call a business. But that is, they don't function together as one. Okay, it's not that you built the wrong thing. Okay, I want to say that, but the way you build it, instead of them building on top of each other, it just seems like different businesses, if that makes sense. Okay, but we're gonna clear that up today. Okay, because I get not just the question a lot, I see it a lot when I'm talking to women, and I'm like, they say they got this, and this, and I'm like, but it doesn't work together. How And I like to give advice on how to stack your income so that it all works together as one. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect in this, but I will say I believe that I am, even with my own business, have built it in such an ecosystem that even when I make money in different places, like I know where it comes from. It doesn't, all of my things that I do for my books, my digital products, my YouTube videos, my blog posts, all of them work together. Okay, so that I'm not trying to recreate the wheel, but they just work together so smoothly. So again, I'm not the expert. However, I have really positioned my own business as an example, and my goal, even with my YouTube videos, is to help other women do the same. Because it's not that you lack ideas or anything. It's not even that you lack. You have the assets. So you have the digital products, you have those things, you have the books and all those things sitting in your Google Drive, but sometimes you don't put things out because it's just scattered. Everything is just everywhere. And there is a difference between a stack of income and scattered. Like when you're scattered, whenever that's when every income stream operates differently, like different businesses. A stack is when each one feeds, supports, or even amplifies the next. And honestly, most digital entrepreneurs are running a scatter, or even their content looks, even if their content looks really put together, they're scattered. So I'm going to break this down in three main reasons this happened, and then I'll show you exactly what that really looks like. Okay, so you know I like to give examples. I'm drinking water today, honey. We need some water today. Okay, Alana can't be on the scene today. What you drinking? We need some water today. So let's get into this content today. All right. So reason number one, your income streams don't have a structure. There's no hierarchy. Nothing leads to anything else. They're just existing side by side, and you promote them separately, you manage them separately, and you measure them separately. When you have an ecosystem, mean you know which stream is the entry point, the thing that brings people in, which one is the in-depth offer, the thing that earns more from people who already trust you, and which one are the background earners that run quietly without you touching them. Okay, I want to talk about three layers of a stack. Okay, and this is how I operate my own business and what my thinking process around when it comes to my own digital business. So you always have an entry layer that's either free or low ticket. So get people into your world, like your blog posts, YouTube, lead magnet, low cost digital product. Okay, entry points. I treat every single one of my platforms like YouTube, my blog posts, my podcast, my Substack as entry offers. That's the freebie. Okay. Now I know some people use their content, as not just as a freebie, but as the way to get people to the freebie. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think differently. That's why I teach in depth here on my YouTube channel. And if you have been with me long enough, you know that I repurpose my YouTube videos into blog posts, into podcasts. So I'm not just I'm creating one main piece of content. Okay. 3 days a week, 3 times a week, I'm posting on YouTube. So that means 3 times a week I have that opportunity, but I'm not turning everything into the same thing in the same week. Okay. I have a whole system. If you're a part of my YouTube community, you know my whole system. So I'm saying all that to say is that I leverage my platforms as the entry gateway. So again, some people find me on my podcast, some on my YouTube, some are going to find me on my blog post, but either way, the message still is the same. The message still gets out in different formats. So I like to appease to my audience in written form, in video form, and in audio form. Now, I don't suggest that to anyone that's like getting started. Okay. I don't suggest that because, yeah, you will feel all over the place, but you got to have an entry point. So, however you want to treat your social media, I treat my social media as the entry point, and I lead to a low cost offer, some type of offer. Okay. That's going to make me money. That's how I do things. The second layer is my depth layer. Okay. That's where I introduce a mid to high ticket that serves people who already trust me. Okay. Masterclasses, courses, done for you products, coaching. That's the in-depth layer. So I personally use, again, my entry points, my blogs, my YouTube to drive traffic to my in-depth things. Okay. That's why I asked the poll about a masterclass. I'm going to use my entry points to get individuals into my master classes. Okay. Even when I may mention like Boss Suite, or I will mention, what's the, some of you may have purchased my mini course. Okay. The Quiet Income Foundation, that's an in-depth. Okay. That's how I do mine. Okay. Even with my books as well. My books, I treat that, and I'm gonna talk about that. That's in another layer, okay? But I'm gonna talk about my books too. But that's how I treat my business, okay? You got the entry level, and that's going to the in depth level. Okay, I got a third one for you. All right, so I have my background layer. That's the passive that runs without me. Okay, KDP royalties, affiliate commissions, ad revenue, tokenized assets. When you don't have this structure, you end up promoting everything at the same volume. Your $7 products gets the same energy as your $2.97 offer. Your affiliate links are dropped in captions without any real pathway, and nothing compounds because nothing is designed to compound. Okay. The fix here is not adding anything. It's organizing what you already have in these layers and then intentionally pointing each layer towards the next one. And we'll talk about what that actually looks like in a few minutes. Okay. But let's get into reason number two. So, reason number two, your income streams are islands. Okay. They don't reference each other, they don't support each other. A buyer is in one place, they have no idea that there's something over there in another place, and you're leaving a significant amount of money on the table because of this. And I know this because I've done it. Okay, I'm gonna give you a real example of my own business. When someone finds me on YouTube, they're typically watching content about me, building a digital income, living a soft life on my own terms. Inside of those videos, I can mention my KDP books. That's background. I can mention Boss Suite. That's an affiliate income that I have. I can point to my master classes, that in-depth offer. One video can have three income streams in a conversation with each other. Okay, you see how they work together. Or sometimes I may do a video specifically on an income stream. Okay, so if I know that I'm going to have a master class that's coming up, or I desire to have a live master class, I can do a video and pointing directly to the master class. Okay, this is what I was telling one of the members when we had a Q&A, and I was telling her, even with her, the income streams that she has, that was the goal, is try to get them to work together. Okay, instead of feeling like they have to be separate because she wasn't making sales on her Etsy shop. And I said, well, with your YouTube should be that place where you're talking about that. And that's why I love YouTube. That's why I love SEO platforms, because you can make a content today, a video today, and that video can get seen months and months and months on end. Even with, I like to give an example of my own business, but like even my YouTube drives traffic to my affiliate links. My affiliate links could drive traffic to other things, to my books. I document my journey here on YouTube. The cycle is just always going to continue, but it starts with YouTube for me. Okay. Every stream is in conversation. Like nothing is an island. I don't put things separate. Okay. You can post a video about one thing, or Instagram about something totally unrelated, a Pinterest post about this and that, and then that's where your audience feels scattered. So even for example, with my journey of being in tokenized real estate, even though I talked about it here on my channel, I decided to do a second channel just on that, because that income stream by itself can totally be just this whole business. So if I decided today, like, you know what, I don't want to do this digital business, I really want to focus just on tokenized real estate, I can do that because I've created a whole different asset for that. Okay. And that's the reason why I separated it, because although, yes, me talking about tokenized real estate goes well with my quiet income streams, I'm not going to totally stop talking about it over here. I'm going to mention it like I just did a minute ago, mentioning it. Like I just did, I'm just mentioning it, but mentioning it also will help me when it comes to my second channel as well, because sometimes people are going to go search and say, you know what, I'm interested in that. Let me go, to her other channel. We're still dealing with people, okay, with real people that are watching our content and wanting to buy from us. Reason number three, and this one is the most common, you are still in addition mode when you need to be in depth mode. Okay. Every time something feels slow or stagnant, and trust me, I'm talking from experience, the instinct is to add something new, a new platform, a new offer, a new affiliate program, a new revenue stream. And I get it. That energy comes from a real place. We're creators, like we see opportunities everywhere, right? You don't have an income stream problem. You have an optimization problem. And adding more streams to an unoptimized system just creates more chaos, not more income. And I know women who got 8 streams of income making less than somebody that has 3, because those 3 are deep. They're connected. They run in the system. More of that, you have more things, more of a foundation that is set. Before you add anything new, I want you to ask yourself, have I fully built out what I already have? Is my email sequence for this offer already running? Are my old YouTube videos pointing to my current products? Are my Pinterest pins going to a optimized blog post or to posts that haven't been touched in years? The unsexy truth of quiet money is that deepen beats adding every single time. You need to get in depth, girl. Get in depth. I don't know what's my phone just it's just doing what it wants to do. Lord have mercy. Anyways, paint your picture of what a stacked income system actually looks like in practice, okay? I'm going to use my world as an example. This is what I call the soft life CEO stack. Okay. So my background earners are my KDP royalties, my mini her books, affiliate income, anything evergreen, Pinterest pins, um, my YouTube AdSense. That right there, that's background income. Like that's going to work no matter what. I can be asleep and someone can watch my videos because I'm monetized on YouTube. Okay. And someone can say, hey, you know what? I like what she putting down. They watch my video. I'm gonna make money. Okay, that's how that works. Even with my books on KDP, I will mention my books here on my YouTube video, but my goal with KDP is to sell my books on KDP. Okay, that's the income stream by itself. It's not to attempt to use my channels as a way of selling. Now I would make mention of them, right? But it's not my main one. My goal is to I leverage the Amazon ads and those things. So that's why I said that's that background income that I have for my business. Now I already talked about my entry level, which brings people in my YouTube channel, blogs, Substack, Medium, my Pinterest pins, because it feeds into the blogs, the YouTube posts, Medium, all those great things. Now my depth, this is for my warm buyers, monthly masterclasses I'm going to integrate, courses, digital products. A lot of those things I don't advertise here on my YouTube. I advertise them from my email list, because my email list is from buyers. It's from the people that have bought from me. Okay. I hope that this makes sense. And maybe it's helping you to see your business in a different way. I'm not saying that you have to operate like me, right? But you want to integrate those 3 levels. Look at what you have now, those 3 layers, not levels, those 3 layers. Integrate those 3 layers with what you have now. Like what income stream can be the entry point, can be the in-depth, and can be the passive side. Okay. So think about those things for your own business. So if this is landing for you, you're like, okay, I get this. Okay. I really do want to go deeper on building a stack income system. I'm going to be hosting live masterclasses each month where we can actually work through this together. And it's not a replay; it's something that's live. Okay, it's a real conversation. I want to help you look at your business, figure out exactly what needs to be connected. Okay, so in the link in the description, you're going to find probably a email list where you can get access to, you'll get on my email list. So it's like a waiting list. So I'm going to look at that waiting list to feel, to see when I'm going to launch that masterclass, and you'll be the first to know. Okay. So look down below, you'll get access to that. Just join the waiting list. And then when I decide on the masterclass that we're going to do is for the month of April, because at the time I'm recording this, we're in March. So for the month of April, we're going to have a live masterclass. I really want to help a lot more women really organize what they already have. Okay. I can do videos, and I have done videos on helping you to create, but if it has no ecosystem, it has no depth of what you're doing, even with books. This is why I advise women, even when it comes to writing and publishing your mini her books, on the inside, your people need to go somewhere. Like it needs to be called to action somewhere. That's how people make money in their sleep. It's not just because it's coming out of the sky. It's from real customers, but real customers are finding them in different areas. And I will say, the more entry points that you have, the better. I mean, the likely of the chances, is why I love to repurpose my YouTube content into other income streams, because no matter what, there's an entry point in where you can find the same information. All right. So yeah, just click the link in my description if you want to be added to that list. At the time of this recording, if you're watching this after the list has gone live, you'll be redirected to the actual masterclass we're going to have for the month of April. All right, so now that you have an understanding why the scatter happens, let me give you an actual framework for turning it into a stack. Okay, and this is it's a process. It's not a project. Okay, I want you to this takes time. You don't do this in one afternoon and call it done. This is how you have to think about your business going forward. Okay. Number one, do an income stream audit. I want you to write down every single active income stream you have right now, not what you want to have, what you actually have. And for each one, I want you to ask yourself, is this entry, depth, or background? Okay. If you can't answer that, then that's your first problem. Number two, I want you to find the gaps in the pathway. Okay. After someone discovers you through your entry level, let's say YouTube, where do they go? Is there a clear next step? Does your free content point to a paid product? Does your paid product point to a higher ticket offer? Draw this out. Literally map it out on paper. If there's a gap in the pathway, that's where the income is leaking out. Okay. Number three, I want you to connect before you create. Before you build anything new, spend 30 days just connecting what you have. Update your old YouTube video descriptions to point to your current offers. Add your masterclass links to your email signature. Make sure your Pinterest pins go to the posts that are actually monetized. This alone will change your numbers. It will, okay? And step four, I want you to identify one background earner that's more in depth. Pick one passive income stream, one that you are committed to building out properly this quarter. For me, that's my KDP catalog and my affiliate ecosystem. One quarter is in-depth work, one is a background earner, and then the income is just going to make money for years. Okay, you got it? Number five, I want you to let your email list be the hub. Okay. Everything feeds to the list. Everything. Your email list is the only platform you own. And you should have this in place where the income streams live, where you promote, get nurtured. Okay. Your people get nurtured. So your email list needs to be that hub. So no matter what, if I'm offering something for free, guess what? It's building my email list. No matter what, if I'm offering something for $7, guess what? It's building my email list. There go my phone again. Because when you have an email list, then your email list, you can promote the other thing. So you don't feel like that you're always starting over. I hope that this makes sense to you. And then I've just prayed that this is helping you as well. Okay. What I want you to walk away with today is you are not doing things wrong. You're just building things. You just need to build things differently. And I want you to help you to work, have everything work out together. I don't want you to have that scattered feeling. Because when you stop, managing your income streams and you start running a actual system, a system doesn't require more of you. It actually requires less because it's designed to carry itself. That's what I talk about when I talk about the quiet money life, building a soft life business. You got to have systems. If this video helped you in any way, go ahead and subscribe because this is the kind of content that I'm going to be bringing to you every week. Drop me a comment too and tell me which layer of income stack needs the most work right now. Is it the entry, the depth, or the background? Okay. I read every single comment. I like to reply. And now they have it new where I can reply with a voice note. So you might get a voice note from me too. Okay. Again, make sure that you come to the next masterclass. Right now, I have a wait list. I want to see how many of you are, ready for that type of masterclass. I really want to help more women really organize their business in a way so that it works in an ecosystem. Because listen, the truth is, you may not have a blog like me. You may just have a YouTube channel. So everybody's business is going to look different. And the masterclass is going to have limited spots. So it's not going to be a whole bunch of people. Okay. I really want to have the opportunity where I can coach you, where I can in depth help you. All right. So that's my labor of love. That I want to help you ladies out with when it comes to your online business. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions below. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay. Talk to you soon. And make sure, as always, make sure you take care of yourself. Bye.